Hi Pisces, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading. This week we are looking at all things love, okay? So starting us off with self-love, and then we're looking at past and current connection, as well as your next lover, whether that be a continuing connection or a brand new one. We'll have a look at that as well. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Being such a small and non-monetized channel, I do really appreciate all your little bits of support. So every single like and comment and subscribe, it really does help the channel grow and allows me to continue giving these free readings for YouTube community. So please subscribe, tell a friend, whatever. I really appreciate that, guys. So thank you. But this week I've got the Crazy Sexy Love Notes Oracle there. I do also have the Mystic Red Rose Love Oracle, and using two Lenormand decks this week, we have the Lenormand of Japan as well as the Reynos do Fogo Lenormand, the Fire Queens deck. That one's actually, it does like to talk about the nasty a little bit here and there. So it's an interesting deck to use when we're looking at love and what's coming up with your next lover. Brings through some very intriguing messages. Okay, but getting into it for you, Pisces. Pisces, what does Pisces Collective need to know in regard to love? What does Pisces need to know in regard to love? Okay, first and foremost, we have play coming through. You can see the two little puppies playing with the ball. So that's all about, that's very similar to the child energy in the Lenormand, where it's, embracing your inner child, getting out and, really embracing that playful energy, flirting a little bit too, but this is all about yourself, your self-love kind of thing. It's allowing yourself to, not be so serious and take things so seriously, to really embrace that playful, adventurous energy at the moment, and get out there and do something just for the sake of doing it and having fun. So whatever that is for you, Pisces, going on the swings, getting out there with the dog, throwing a ball around, if you do have a dog, of course, not everyone does. Really just having fun with it, seeing life as an adventure and treating it as such, going on the swings, playing, going out and picking, making dandelion chains and things like that. I'm just picking out some random things that are coming in here. Just, getting back, doing something that you did as a child, playing with toys, whatever that is for you. And we also have the risk it energy. Okay, so we do see the energy there too with the birds, so coming through. So I'm going to be very surprised if we don't see some of these same energies coming out in the bulk of your reading today. But this is all about, willing to fly, pushing yourself out of that nest. I'm just having a look at the actual statement on the back here. So great things are born from those who are brave enough to fly, those who are willing to risk failure. Okay, your dreams require action and you're ready to make a move. You have nothing to lose. All right, so it's all about pushing yourself out of that nest and, being brave enough to take that chance to, step towards your true dreams here, and risk taking a chance on yourself and the things that you do want in this life. Take a chance on those, take action towards those things here, Pisces. But we'll have a look at love in general. Okay, what does Pisces need to know in regard to love? What does Pisces need to know in regard to love, please? Clarify why we're seeing that first card for Pisces, please. Why is that first card coming through for Pisces? Okay, so that's actually continuing on from that risk it energy that we saw here with the birds, leaping off that line there. The following your dreams energy. We do have the snake coming through. Okay, so that does have a dual-sided kind of meaning here. The main thing we're seeing is that it is that taking that risk, following that temptation to actually follow your true passions and desires, and wherever your ambition lays, following that. You not following your truth is going to leave you feeling like you're being bound by this snake energy. It's like self-deceit, binding yourself in self-deceit and fear. Like, I can't do that. I can't take a chance to do that and follow that passion, because what happens if I fail? That's the snake wrapping around you there, that is trying to deceive you into thinking, I can't do this. I can't do this. There's no point trying, because I will never be able to do this. I will fail if I try. Whereas the alternate side of the snake there is unwinding and finding a way around, finding your way through the crevices and getting through things, and really following your passion and your desire, the things that you are very ambitious towards, your true dreams and whatnot, because we do have that clarified by the key. Okay, so the key is all about, walking through those doors, taking those opportunities, taking that risk, and going for it. On the other side of those doors, as long as you're, willing to, throw off that self-deception and that fear, and sort of say, I'm going to go through this door anyway. I'm going to take a chance anyway. I'm going to risk it and open this door and see what's on the other side. With the key coming through, what's on the other side is success with love. Okay, so we are looking at love. But I do feel like that's sort of coming through, blended in with your self-love. It's kind of telling you, stop being so fearful of going for what you truly want and desire with love, and with yourself, just in general. We do also have here the summer card coming through. So I do read the seasons as my own, and it's currently winter here. So that's the sort of December. December, January, February time period is that summer energy. So, we might be seeing something coming in for you in another sort of 6 to 8 months there. 6 months really, isn't it? But it's all about, preparing for that time frame. I feel for a lot of you here, preparing to, go out into the warmth. And, I'm kind of getting that, what's that phrase people always say, I've got to get my beach, like my bikini body ready kind of thing. So you're kind of slowly starting to take steps towards being ready for love, and for love to come in. I don't feel as though it's like you're not rushing yourself or anything like that, but you're kind of just looking after yourself. Like, I'm seeing someone, really applying sunscreen and taking good care of themselves, and just relaxing in the sun and just enjoying the warmth, taking that all in. So it's kind of really preparing yourself, and just sort of slowly easing yourself into the whole idea of, I can deal with the heat as long as, as long as I've got still these things I can control, like, putting the sunscreen on, putting on that sun hat and the sunglasses, and, going into the shade to sort of sunbake and things like that. It's like really just sort of dipping your toes into the idea of love and slowly starting to warm up to the idea. I'm just getting a lot of warmth, and, knowing that you can sort of have happiness in love in the future. I feel as though you're sort of not pressuring yourself too much here, just slowly easing yourself into the idea of, the sun's going to come out for me once again. It's just a matter of me needing to, step past my fear and walk through those doorways, take those opportunities, risk, myself a little bit more, be a little bit more vulnerable when it comes to meeting people and getting back out there a little bit here again. Because then we do see the child energy. So like I did say, that very playful energy. I was going to be super surprised if we didn't see either the child or the birds coming through for you today, Pisces. But it's, embracing those new beginnings, that new beginning within yourself, the new ways you're approaching love without that fear, holding you back and keeping you tied down to, oh, I'm not game enough to try this, So it's really embracing life just in general and the adventures that come, regardless of whether they're, big scary adventures or if they're just those fun little moments coming through for you. So it's kind of that energy of come what may, I'm going to enjoy the ride. I'm going to, make the most of it. And I know that, at the end of the day, love and me, we're just this tiny little baby. We've still got a long way to grow before we fully mature and fully come out into the sun and find that happiness for ourselves. So even if you are in a connection here, there is this energy of you sort of having been sort of held back in some kind of a way, and really starting to take a new approach to love, and starting to sort of open up to, risking a little bit more of yourself on a vulnerable kind of level. But we will have a look specifically at past and current connections for you, Pisces. See what's going on for Pisces, past and current connections, or past or current, past coming through into current. Past and current connections for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about past or current connection with love? Okay. Just grab out those oracle as well. Past or current connection here for Pisces, please. Kind of getting a dual energy off this, Pisces. Yeah, okay. So this is showing me the dual energy that I was picking up on here. So we do have the old school card coming through. So that does say outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So I am picking up strongly on this energy of, when I've asked specifically for past and current connections, I am picking up on, it's not so much a past connection, it's more so to do with the way that you looked at or felt about a past connection. But I'm actually picking up on, looking toward the future and opening up towards the future as well. So we're kind of skipping the current energy altogether. We're looking back at the past. We're looking back, looking at our outdated ways of thinking about love and relationships, and using, looking back at the past to see where we're going in the future as well, because this is the truth of the energy. We have the hammer here: sabotage and rebuild, persistent, working on it and repairing. So with the hammer energy, it's kind of like, that old school, the outdated ways of thinking, the ways that you've looked at relationships and love in the past. You're taking a hammer to it, you're totally smashing it to pieces so that you can rebuild this idea of love within you, all brand new, and totally repair yourself, and the way that you're looking at love in the future. So rather than getting an actual connection coming through, it's very much coming through very, very strong on your own perspectives here, Pisces, rather than actual, connections that you've had with somebody or some people. Because, even though this is what we're seeing, we do have the ring, right? So a relationship, a connection, cycles that you've been through in love. We have the heart there as well. So, we're definitely looking at, your past love relationships and the cycles, especially the cycles that you've found yourself in the past when it comes to relationships. You're kind of noticing these certain patterns that have, been occurring in the past for you, things that, looking back, that outdated thinking, that, I need to totally smash that to smithereens so that I can rebuild that and work on that and break that cycle and start brand new cycles for myself in the future when it comes to love. What you thought was true love in the past may very well, you're now kind of realizing that's not up to my true desires here. That's not actually my truth and my true desire. When I've been wishing on a star, when it comes to love here, we've got the stars. what I'm looking back at in the past, at one time I did think that that was my true desire, my true wishes and dreams when it came to love and relationships. But I'm now kind of realizing that that was an outdated way of thinking, and my true desires and the truth of what I'm dreaming for with love, it actually needs to be totally broken down and rebuilt within me, so I know exactly what I'm aiming for here, and that that this star that I'm trying to achieve is actually what I want. So I do feel as though there's this shift within you, Pisces, of sort of understanding that you're wanting to break those cycles and rebuild a totally brand new cycle, a brand new dream for yourself when it comes to love, brand new desires of things that you want in love. So it's totally smashing it to smithereens so that you can totally rebuild this dream from the word go, and then sort of start looking for love. We do also have the coffee cup energies. So meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated and building friendships. So you're kind of still a little bit like, I'm not 100% focused on love. Maybe in the future I can get focused back in on love and maybe think about starting to, talk to people and get to know people and that sort of a thing. I feel like for a lot of you at the moment, the current energy seems to be very muchly focused on yourself, this rebuilding all this stuff within yourself when it comes to love, and trying to get to a point where you are willing to open up to the idea of love. So it does seem to be you're in the in-between at the moment. It kind of feels like looking back at the past in order to work out where I want to look towards in the future, and working out within yourself, working out love. What is love within me, Pisces? What does love mean for me? What have I seen in the past that doesn't work for me anymore? And what do I want to, take into the future with me here? But we'll have a look at your next lover. See if we can have a look. It doesn't matter how far in the future this person is, whether it is someone that you meet, tomorrow, or whether this is someone you meet, a year from now or in the summer, as we saw there. But Pisces, next lover. So this does tend a little bit more towards the physical side of things, Pisces. Pisces, next lover, please. One more. Pisces, next lover. Whoa, okay. All right. So, very interesting here, Pisces, because, as we're moving on from that star energy of this is where you're sort of redetermining what that actually is for you, where your true desires and whatnot lay when it comes to love. Your next lover is going to embody quite a lot of those because, the second Lenormand deck, we have the star, continuing the star energy, we have the star energy. Okay, so we definitely see that this next lover is definitely going to be embracing quite a lot of those things that you do, that you do sort of come to the desire for, the passion for, the dream. It kind of feels as though you're in the process of sort of starting to think about what you want to manifest, and then lo and behold, in the future, here's the manifestation coming in for you. We do see with this star energy the flame here as well. So a lot of passion in this dream, this desire. It's like your wish is actually coming true. So definitely seeing you manifesting somebody in the future for yourself. So really this is probably why we're so focused on at the moment on rebuilding anything that's not working for us with love anymore, and really finalizing what it actually means for us, what we actually desire and wish for, what our dream lover looks like, because, lo and behold, here in the future, here they come. So, you really need to make sure you be careful what you wish for, because it's coming through. So, if you accidentally wish for something that's not exactly what you're after, you're going to have that come in for you. Pardon me, Pisces. We do have the book coming through as well. So, not only is this brand new chapters in your life coming in for you here through this person, but This person, it's straight away, it's telling me that they're very intelligent, very knowledgeable, very book smart. Okay, there may be somebody who reads quite a lot. They may even be attached to like a library or a university or something like that. They may actually, you know, work at a bookstore or something, you know, very bookish. You know, I'm getting a very bookish and an actual book sort of energy from this person. Very, very knowledgeable, very intelligent sort of person. They may read a lot. You know, it's bringing to light for me when I was a child. Every school holidays, my father would actually set us home. If we went and said, I'm bored, my dad would actually sit us down and say, okay, well, here's an encyclopedia. Do it. And he would make us do like a little essay or something on what because this is back when we had all the encyclopedias. You know, you'd have a whole set of encyclopedias, and he'd hand each kid, you know, an encyclopedia, and we'd all have to find something to research and present a little presentation, a little essay at the end of it. So it feels like this is something that person would do, that sort of stuff for fun too. That, you know, if they're bored, they're like, oh, well, I'm going to go learn something new. And even if it's something that they're never going to, you know, apply in their lifetime, they just like to learn quite a lot. I am picking up a bit of Sagittarius vibes from that book energy, although that is not actually the Sagittarius card. I've misplaced my book with the thing, but I am picking up on Aquarius and Scorpio are definitely coming through with this person as well. So Aquarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius, all coming through with this person's energy as well. But the next card we have here, this is actually what I was talking about at the start with the way that this deck manifests messages very, very differently to the way that some of my other Lenormand decks do, because here we see the snake card. Okay, and as you can see, there is no snake in this image. There is no snake in this image. This is the snake card. Okay, but you can even sort of see that number 7, oh, very pale on there. Number 7, we have number 7. Okay, number 7. It is definitely the snake card. But as you can see here, this particular deck, it shows us a lot more about that passion, that ambition, the desire, the physical intimacy that comes through with that snake card energy. And it really does talk about that physical stuff in this particular deck. So it's kind of like, you know, we see water very muchly symbolizes, you know, sitting in a pool of emotion, but then, you know, you kind of being thrust up into this passion, this desire, this fire energy between you and this person. So you know, very, very strong energy coming through here. It is a very passionate physical energy. Okay, so this is the energy of, you know, bang, 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 nasty, nasty. It's the full Scorpio energy, you know, everything that people talk about with the Scorpios when it comes to sex, that card really does embrace that energy where it's, you know, very physical, you know, very passionate sex play kind of stuff, you know, but it all comes from it, you know, this welling of emotion as well that allows those passions out. And, you know, sometimes this person I feel like might be a little bit kink. There might be a bit of a kink based thing there too. Okay, but everything that you're wishing for, Pisces. So, you know, once again, be careful what you're wishing for, Pisces, because this person is definitely going to embrace that and take you on a wild, passionate ride in the future. All right, so that's what we have for you, Pisces. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. You know, please subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon.